Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Hope all of you are in best of health and spirit. We are studying chapter 4, that is about industry. So today we will talk about primary industry and especially mining and quarrying. Students, you know industry is act of producing goods, especially in factories. It is all about manufacturing process. All the things that are around us, either they are man-made or natural. So all the things that is made by the men are manufactured in industries, whether it is a needle, nuclear plant, shoe, satellite, train, motorcycle, pen, pencil, furniture, juice, shampoo, cream, chocolate, ice cream. So whatever the thing that is man-made is generally manufactured in industry. That's why industry is very important. Country who has strong industrial base, who has strong heavy industry, can earn foreign exchange by selling its goods to other countries. That country can also provide industrial goods to its people at cheap and low prices. That's the reason it is necessary to improve or to have good and sound industry in your country. There are different types of industries. First one is primary industry, that is the first level. It is to get the raw material. The second industry is secondary industry. It is the second level, and these industries take these raw material and makes them into finished products. Next one is tertiary industry, that is all about providing services. So tertiary industry is also very important because it provides us services that helps to maintain our business, and it also helps us to run our society very smoothly. There is another type of industry, that is quaternary industry, and it is helpful in research and technologies. So today we will talk about the primary industries, in which we will talk about the mining, how mining is used for getting different materials. Students, as all of you know, that primary industry is getting the raw material, and we get these raw material from agriculture, forestry, fishing, mining, quarrying and drilling. Students, we get different raw material from agriculture, like we get crops, oil seeds, farm animals, milk, meat. That is a kind of branch of agriculture that is used as a raw material in different industries. Similarly, from forestry, we get timber, wood, shrubs that are used as a raw material for furniture, for making medicines, and for making different other things. Similarly, fishing provides us the raw material in the form of fish. Fish farms are made to raise a large number of fish, so that it can be used in different making of different things, like processed food, for as a feed of animal, as fertilizers. But if you notice, all these things that we get from agriculture, forestry or fishing, they are grown through the agriculture process, or if there are some things that is created artificially in a factory or laboratory. Like if we talk about the cotton is raised, or we get cotton from the cotton farm, but synthetic thread is manufactured or made in artificially in a factory. But there are some material that cannot be grown through agriculture process, or that cannot be created artificially in a factory or in a lab. So these materials that are generally minerals, they are obtained through mining, quarrying and drilling. And for example, oil and gas, that is very important for our transportation, that is a fossil fuel, so we cannot get it without drilling. So let's see, as we have already discussed agriculture, forestry, fishing in quite in detail in last chapter. So today we will discuss about mining, quarrying and drilling. Mining is an important branch of primary industry, from where we get different raw materials. And mining is usually thought of as digging for metal ores such as iron, copper, gold, silver, and for valuable minerals such as coal, precious stones, generally deep underground. माइनिंग जो है ये ज़ेर ज़मीन ज़मीन की गहराइयों से वैल्यूएबल मिनरल्स जो हैं उनको निकालना, या जो मेटल ऑर्स हैं उनको निकालने का काम जो है वो माइनिंग कहलाता है। मिनरल्स आर द सब्सटेंसेस दैट आर डग अप फ्रॉम द ग्राउंड। अल्लाह ताला ने बहुत से मिनरल्स और मेटल्स जो हैं वो ज़मीन में छुपाए हुए हैं। दे आर वेरी प्रेशियस, दे आर वेरी वैल्यूएबल। एंड द मेटल ऑर्स, there are two types of minerals. One is metallic mineral and the other one is non-metallic mineral. So metallic minerals such as copper, gold, silver, platinum, uranium, they are generally found in the shape of ores. And you have already read that ores is a natural rock or sediment that contains one or more valuable minerals. Students, remember, whenever we want to get different metallic minerals like copper, gold, silver, iron, they are usually found in the shape of ores. So we have to extract it from that from the other mineral. उसके बगैर जो है हम उसको उसमें से एक्सट्रैक्ट करते हैं, और किसी भी और की माइनिंग जो है उसी वक्त की जाती है जब वो इसको निकालने का जो अमल है उसके बाद हमें इतना प्रॉफिट जो है वो हो सके, तो फिर माइनिंग जो है वो की जाती है। अदरवाइज़ अगर उसके अंदर जो रिक्वायर्ड मटेरियल है, जो मेटल है, अगर उसकी तादाद जो है वो ज़्यादा नहीं होती, तो फिर उस सूरत में उसको माइन जो है वो नहीं किया जाता। इट्स एग्जांपल इज़ गोल्ड ओर। इट इज़ अ रॉक विद गोल्ड इन इट, एंड गोल्ड इज़ वेरी वैल्यूएबल metal because of its quality and for not losing its purity। कि जो गोल्ड है इसकी प्योरिटी जो है वो कभी ख़त्म नहीं होती। एंड इट इज़ फाउंड इन अ रॉक एंड डीप in veins deep in the rock. And if there is a good gold rock, 100 tons of gold bearing rock yield 1 kg of gold. We get different materials or minerals from the mining like gold, diamond, limestone, iron, silver, copper, uranium, coal, potash, rock salt. So there are so many other minerals, a large number of minerals that are obtained with the help of mining. Let's discuss what are the different types of mining: deep mines, open cast mines, and quarrying. These are the different types of mine, and according to the minerals, these methods are used. The first one is deep mines. Deep mines are shafts sunk straight down into the earth with side tunnels at the level at which the ores, coal or minerals are found. So deep mines जो हैं ये जनरली ज़मीन में वर्टिकली जो है वो स्ट्रेट टनल्स जो हैं वो बना के पहुंचा जाता है उस लेवल तक जहां पर और स्पेशली कोल या दूसरे मिनरल जो हैं वो पाए जाते हैं। सो दीज वर्टिकल शाफ्ट कैन गो डाउन एज मच एज 2 किलोमीटर डीप। बहुत ज़्यादा 2 किलोमीटर डीप जा सकती हैं, और उसके बाद फिर वो फर्दर जो है वो उनकी डेप्थ जो है वो मज़ीद अकॉर्डिंग टू दी रिक्वायरमेंट जो है वो उसकी करते रहते हैं। लाइक द डायमंड माइंस ऑफ साउथ अफ्रीका दैट आर वेरी फेमस। डीप माइंस आर एक्सट्रीमली डिफिकल्ट टू डिग एंड नीड कॉन्स्टेंट मेंटेनेंस सच एज पम्प आउट वाटर। डीप माइंस जो हैं इनको डिग करना, इनको खोदना जो है वो बहुत मुश्किल काम है, क्योंकि जो रॉक्स हैं आर वेरी हार्ड एंड इट्स वेरी टफ टू गो डीप अंडर द ग्राउंड। सो जो प्रॉब्लम जो है वो इसमें आती थी कि उनकी कांस्टेंट मेंटेनेंस जो है वो बहुत ज़रूरी होती है ताकि वो कोलैप्स ना कर जाएं। जो मेन प्रॉब्लम उनको आती थी व्हेन माइंस वर deepened as a result often became flooded after penetrating underground water source। कि जब माइंस जो थी उनको ज़्यादा डीप जो था वो किया जाता था तो उसके अंदर पानी जो है वो आ जाता था, तो पानी को निकालना जो है वो एक अहम मसला था। पानी जो है वहाँ पर जो अंडरग्राउंड पानी है वो भी जो रिज़र्व जो है पानी के वहाँ से भी सीप करके अंदर आ सकता था, और इसके अलावा वहाँ पानी का इस्तेमाल जो है माइंस में भी किया जाता है सो डैट दे कैन अवॉइड एक्सीडेंट्स ओवर देयर, लाइक स्पेशली इन कोल माइंस जहाँ पर हीट अप जो है वो काफ़ी हीट ज़्यादा हो जाती है। सो to take or to pump out the water, steam engine was invented in the 18th century. Thomas Savery, who was an engineer, he developed first steam engine that could effectively draw water from flooded mines using steam pressure. So after the invention of steam engine, जो mining जो थी उसकी काफ़ी डेवलपमेंट जो थी वो उसमें हुई। Students, deep mining is a very difficult task. It is the work down in the deep mine is extremely dangerous because of the danger of tunnel collapsing and in some casing, especially in coal mines, of explosive poisonous gases. आप यहाँ देख सकते हैं कि कितनी तंग सी जगह है जिससे वो लोग जो हैं वो नीचे जा रहे हैं. सो टू गो डीप अंडरग्राउंड दी अर्थ इन अ स्मॉल टनल इज़ वेरी डिफ़िकल्ट. सफोकेशन जो है वो बहुत ज़्यादा हो जाती है. सो दिस इज़ द पिक्चर ऑफ अ माइन इन पाकिस्तान, एंड पाकिस्तान इज़ अ डेवलपिंग कंट्री. और आप यहाँ पे देखेंगे कि देयर आर नॉट लेटेस्ट इक्विपमेंट और फैसिलिटीज़ डैट इज़ प्रोवाइडेड टू माइनर्स. तो यहाँ पर अगर आप कंडीशन जो है वो उसकी देखें तो इट इज़ नॉट गुड. इंटरनल स्ट्रक्चर जो है और उनके पास जो इक्विपमेंट है, इट इज़ ऑफ पुअर क्वालिटी. सो दे हैव टू गो deep to get coal. So it is very risky job क्योंकि यहाँ पर एक्सप्लोजन जो गैसेस हैं, प्रेशर जो है वो उसकी वजह से एक्सप्लोजन जो है वो हो सकता है, धमाका जो है वो हो सकता है. सो दिस कॉज मैनी सीरियस माइन एक्सीडेंट्स. Mine accidents are very common. You may have heard in the news or read in the newspaper about mining disasters, especially in the coal mines in the different countries, whether they are developed countries or developing countries. Mine accidents also commonly occur because of the dangerous work or risky work down in the deep mines where there are chances कि tunnels जो है वो collapse कर जाएँ यहाँ पर, या फिर poisonous gases जो है वो इकट्ठी होने की वजह से कोई धमाका जो है वो वहाँ पर ना हो जाए. So in the developing countries mostly जो miners हैं they can survive as they have the latest techniques to save them. But in Pakistan, especially in the area of Balochistan, the condition of, as you have seen, condition of miner or mine is not good. वहाँ पर safety measures जो हैं वो नहीं लिए जाते. जो माइनर्स हैं उनकी कंडीशन जो है वो अच्छी नहीं है. मेंटेनेंस जो है वो माइंस की जो है वो कंटिन्यूसली नहीं की जाती. सो जिसकी वजह से बहुत से हादसा होते हैं और उसमें बहुत सारे लोग जो हैं वो अपनी जानों से हाथ धो बैठते हैं. बट इन डेवलप्ड कंट्रीज़ लाइक इन 2010 देयर वाज अ माइन एक्सीडेंट इन चिली, दैट इज़ इन साउथ अमेरिका, और उसमें 33 माइनर्स वर ट्रैप्ड in the mine deep underground. But the credit goes to the government and to the persons who saved all the miners, all the 33 miners, and after 69 days. So it was a very great success of them कि उन्होंने वहाँ से माइन से जो है वो लोगों को सेफ एंड साउंड जो था वो आफ्टर मोर देन अ मंथ जो उन्होंने वहाँ से उन्हें निकाल दिया. बट इन developing countries like Pakistan, the situation of mines, especially coal mines, is very poor. Open cast mines. Open cast mine occur when the minerals lie near the surface. So it is also known as open pit mines. It is a surface mining technique of extracting rock or mineral that lies near the surface of the earth by their removal from an open air pit, sometimes known as a burrow. सो ओपन कास्ट माइंस जो है उस वक्त स्टूडेंट्स जो हैं वो बनाई जाती हैं जब जो मिनरल है वो सतह, जो ज़मीन की सतह के नज़दीक ही जो है वो मौजूद हो. यूजुअली द मिनरल इज स्टोन और कोल, बट ओकेजनली मेटल ऑर्स आर ऑल्सो फाउंड नियर द ग्राउंड लेवल. सो डिफरेंट मेटल ऑर्स जो हैं लाइक गोल्ड, कॉपर, they are also found. So if you see, this is the example of, the first picture is the example of copper open cast mine that is in Rekodik in the Chaghi region of Balochistan. It is considered to be the 5th largest reserves in Pakistan, but it is yet not to be mined. अभी तक इनको निकाला जो है वो नहीं किया. So this is the example of copper, open cast mines of copper, and similarly here this picture is about the diamond open cast mining. So the difference between deep mining and open cast mining जो है वो क्या है कि deep mines is extractive techniques or methods to get minerals that require tunneling into the earth. यानी कि deep mines जो हैं ये tunneling के through minerals को जो है वो निकालने का काम करती हैं, and minerals that are found underground but are difficult to retrieve due to hard rocks, so they can be reached using a form of underground mining. जो minerals बहुत deep ज़मीन में पाए जाते हैं और वो बहुत हार्ड रॉक्स की सूरत में होते हैं, उनको जो है डीप माइनिंग के ज़रिए जो है वो निकाला जाता है. वाइल ओपन कास्ट माइनिंग इज़ अ सरफेस माइनिंग टेक्निक एंड इट इज़ यूज्ड व्हेन द मिनरल्स आर फाउंड नियर द ग्राउंड लेवल. जबकि जो ओपन कास्ट माइनिंग उस वक्त की जाती है जबकि मिनरल्स जो हैं वो ग्राउंड की लेवल के पास होते हैं. सो ह्यूज मशीन्स स्क्रैप away the upper levels of soil to create a large pit. Pit mean hole or borrow. Large machines जो हैं वो काम करती हैं and usually there is a sloping road down to the bottom so that trucks can be loaded up where the minerals are found and carried up to the surface for moving them into lifts. So वहाँ पर sloping roads जो हैं वो बनाई जाती है ताकि वहाँ से जितने भी minerals हैं उनको लेकर lift किया जो है वो जा सके. So here you can see there is an example of open cast mines of coal that is in Thar, and it is recently the coal reserves in Thar has been recently discovered, and it is thought that it will be proved a very important source of energy for us because these reserves of coal are considered to be of very good quality, and they said it will be the 7th largest coal of reserves. So the next one is quarrying. Quarrying is really another form of open cast mining and it is mostly done for obtaining rocks. Rocks को हासिल करने के लिए like marble, limestone, इसको हासिल करने के लिए जो है ये quarrying जो है वो की जाती है. इसमें blast किया जाता है और जो surface के ऊपर से ही minerals जो है वो उनको हासिल किया जाता है. Let's see what is white marble or marble quarrying in Pakistan and how it is done. So here you can see there are कि ये जो पहाड़ हैं मार्बल के and the marble of Pakistan is very famous especially for making building, and they are also used they are also exported especially for building mosque overseas as well as for making into different products. It is also used in the manufacturing of cement. So Pakistan has very good quality of marble. Similarly, there are some other minerals that are not metallic minerals. They are taken out with the help of quarrying in Pakistan, like limestone, marble, sandstone, clay. So now we'll talk about mineral resources in Pakistan. Pakistan has large reserves of minerals, but unfortunately metallic minerals or valuable minerals are not in large quantity. For example, oil. Oil is a very important mineral that is also known as the gold mineral, black gold, sorry. And although Pakistan has its reserves, but it's not in large amount, and Pakistan has to import oil in a large amount from the other countries because oil is very necessary for the transportation and for the running of the industry. But Muslim countries like Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Libya, Saudi Arabia, UAE and other Gulf countries are rich in this mineral. Similarly, there is another energy resource, that is coal. Pakistan do have different reserves of coal in Sindh, Punjab and Balochistan, but they are of not good quality. And as I have told you, recently a reserve of coal is discovered in Thar, and we hope it will prove a very important source of energy for us, as the coal of Thar is of good quality. Gas is a mineral that Pakistan has in large amount. Pakistan has sufficient or excellent supplies of natural gas, and it is found in Balochistan and Punjab and Sindh also. Pakistan does not have large reserves of metallic or valuable minerals, but Pakistan is rich in non-metallic minerals such as salt, marble, limestone, gypsum, sandstone and coal. The salt range or salt mines of Pakistan is the second largest mines in the world and the largest mines in Asia, and the salt mines that is situated in Kyoda. So there are large amount of high quality marble, especially in KPK, which is exported and also used locally and for the construction of mosques and for other buildings, and they are also used for making of different things. Similarly, there are vast amounts of limestone which is used for building, and that is the important raw material for making cement. Pakistan also has a large amount of reserves of gypsum, sulfur, and clay that is used in many industries. Similarly, there are small amount of very high quality and precious stones such as emerald, rubies, topaz, and they are found in northern areas, and they are also used in local jewelry industry. So पाकिस्तान में कॉपर जो रिजर्व्स हैं, गोल्ड एंड कॉपर रिजर्व्स जो हैं, दे आर ऑल्सो इन 2006 द मेजर रिजर्व्स ऑफ कॉपर एंड गोल्ड वर ऑल्सो फाइंड इन ड्रिकोटिक इन द चागी रीजन ऑफ बलोचिस्तान, and they are estimated as the fifth largest in the world, but they are still to be mined. अभी उनको माइंड जो है वो नहीं किया गया. Similarly, the OGDC department, that is Oil and Gas Development Corporation Limited, is searching for oil reserves in Pakistan. So we hope कि in future पाकिस्तान में भी oil के बहुत से reserves जो हैं वो मिलेंगे, क्योंकि पाकिस्तान is rich in minerals, but जो problem है that is the lack of technology and the skills. So that's all for today, students. You hope you have understood the topic. So let's recap. Mining, which is an important process to get the raw material of such as minerals, and it is a process of digging for minerals or metal ores. Deep mines are shaft sunk straight into the earth with side tunnels at the level at which the ores and minerals are found, while open cast mining is a surface mining technique of extracting minerals when they lie near the surface. So difference जो है वो deep mines और open cast mining में है कि open cast mining is done, it is an extractive technique, or that requires tunneling into the earth to get the minerals that are hard rocks and that cannot be reached without an underground mine, while the open cast mining is a surface mining technique, and it is used when the minerals are found near the ground level. Quarrying is another type of open cast mining. It is used to get material for obtaining rocks. So students, here is your home tasks. Read the topics from your book very carefully and thoroughly, so that you can understand all the important points, and after reading the topics you have to attempt question number 1. Why do you think is industry classified into 3 levels? Define the levels, giving an example of each. Hope you have all the things are, or all the concepts are clear to you. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.